you went to see Usher.
Usher's Residency.
Did you get passes or you
at
paid?
the Park MGM.
You got passes.
I did not pay. And Cipha,
Okay.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When I saw who was in there that night,
Yeah. It was
I
a night.
actually was like,
Oh, because
wow.
everybody was there for the fight.
Correct.
Right. So it was a
So
celebrity night.
I actually felt like, oh my God, I should feel really good about myself that I was even able to get tickets. Not just any tickets, incredible tickets.
Right. Who was the link?
Ebro. I think Ebro was the link. But I have to imagine, who knows? I have to imagine Ebro said to them, Rosenberg wants to go. He didn't just say,
No.
hey,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't know if he may have just said, hey, I just have a random friend who wants tickets. I'd like to imagine he said, hey, my co-host would like to go. Because they put us in the section. It was a pretty dope section. No, but towards the back of where the celebrities were. We were up a little bit.
That's a fucking crazy thing. If somebody calls for us, we will get fantastic treatment. But if we call or if we expect a call, it's nothing. It's dog shit.
There are times when I ask my agent, I literally want to get a table at a restaurant. Can you call for me? See if you can get me the table.
When someone else calls, this is a life hack.
I think it is a life hack. Now, it helps if the person calling also, I think Ebro is right now in direct communication with Usher because I think Usher's dropping again soon. So I think there's some sort of Apple conversation around
the timing
Usher.
of it is perfect. Yeah,
the timing was great because listen, Ebro's generally down to help you get some tickets. How quick he was on this it's clear to me he's doing something. He's talking to his team right now.
Right.
So, but it was Joe Budden was there.
Ooh,
L.A.
the #1
Reid
podcast in the world.
L.A. Reid was there.
Is that the night he serenaded Kim Kardashian?
No, I didn't see Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that was in the news. He serenaded her at the Usher concert.
Kim was really? I did not see Kim.
Okay.
He brought out Young Miami. She came out. Let's see.
Brought her out onto the stage?
Yeah, she
What does Young Miami do?
She has a record with him. She's on his new record. So she rapped and it was just hot. I'm Jermaine Dupri.
Ooh, yeah.
Polo Don. There was someone else who's like as big as L.A. Reid, who I'm Steve Stout. Chance the Rapper.
Ooh.
It went on and on. Every time I looked up, there was someone else. So it was a great show. I've taken for granted how many hits Usher has. He would be a perfect Super Bowl candidate, by the way.
What's this whole Super Bowl thing? He's asking to do it?
I think he said he'd like to, so people are talking about it because someone mentioned it to me. I hadn't heard about it. Someone mentioned it to me.
All right. It's a lot of...
Is it coming up a lot?
No, I'm saying it's a lot of urban acts in a row for the last couple of years. Like we're gonna have to break this up a little bit.
Yeah. Is that you doing the voice of the white people?
It's just a collective. It's a collective. Hey, come on. We need to be diverse, guys. Let's break this up.
Come on.
Aerosmith wants to rock out.
We need to go back to Aerosmith or Paul McCartney.
I read something about this. I read something when Rihanna did the Super Bowl, there was like all this talk because they said after the Janet Jackson thing, they just went to like classic rock, like Tom Petty at the Super Bowl. Like,
right. Oh, and they love doing that anyway.
Yeah, just fucking bring this down a little bit.
And right when I walked in, I was so glad we went. Like, it's like 9:15 on a Friday night. We got nothing to do. Rare situation, no dogs to look after, nothing to wake up for. We walk into the Usher show. I forget who the DJ is. I got to look it up. He's doing like a whole set from like the 2000s. And just like, when you go to a really black show, like the way the crowd is just so much more up than a white event. I say that with
Yes.
all due respect.
Yeah. No, no disrespect.
No, no, I honestly, I miss no, I mean, zero disrespect. But you go to a white show, and let's be honest, people are generally sitting on their hands having conversation. Yo, this DJ Scythe, there's certain records he's playing. When they kick in, it might as well be that the concert's already started. Like,
Yeah.
that's how live the vibe was.
Yeah.
When they cut between acts of Kings of Comedy and they show the crowd, like just how the crowd was hanging
Hmm.
out in the arena. I've watched that a million times, been like, I've never been to an event that looks that fun, where like the people are that happy to be there. It
Yeah.
was that sort of vibe before the show started. I will say this though. The
What?
show's like
Say what?
90 minutes, something like
Yep.
that. And the DJ warm up was probably a good 45 minutes, something like that. I will say that by the time we got to the very end, he closed out with, he goes very white at the end.
Hmm. Hmm. I
Oh
believe I
my
can fly.
God. Oh my
Oh,
God. Down in the
yeah. It's
that
Vegas, a Vegas anthem.
that one. Um Another one of the dance ones with him in a,
The Pitbull.
one of those joints.
And
And
tonight, and I bet. Yeah. Yeah. The DJ. Yeah. DJ something tonight. Yeah.
he does those two, and then he does yeah. And I will say, for what yeah means, like as a party record, it's almost like the crowd was a little disappointing by the time you got to that. I wanted, when yeah came on, for it to just be the pinnacle. It
Yeah.
wasn't quite like that.
Yeah. So basically, it's almost like he should do yeah before those dancey ones.
Yes,
Almost like an ending, and then the dancey ones could almost be like an encore.
correct. And then he closed with a ballad. I forget, Without You. Not a ballad, but he did Without You to close. But it did remind me how many songs he have that, like, I don't even, they weren't even my sort of choice of Usher songs, that are fucking, come on. When you're in a huge theater like that, and he's got sick dancers, and he does
Yeah.
like stripper shit with the dancers, and he plays Love in This Club. I never thought I'd be that excited to hear Love in This Club, but it
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Did
All
it
those records were awesome.
Okay, let me ask you something, and I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Did it hit the same or did it hit different?
I'm so glad you asked that.
Right? You understand what I'm saying?
Being in that setting,
Yeah.
I have to say
Right.
it hit different.
It did hit different.
It hit different. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. It was not the same.
So it wasn't a can of Coca-Cola. It was that McDonald's fountain Coca-Cola. It just hits different.
It was almost like someone gave you a free Mexican bottle of Coca-Cola and you cracked the top. It had the pure sugar cane Mexican Coke right to the gullet. It
Hits
hit
different.
different.